In today's video, I tested the most forgotten Five Nights at Freddy's products to see if they truly deserve to be forgotten forever. So let's get right into it. Now, there's been hundreds of Five Nights at Freddy's products that have released over the years, and of course, dozens of them are bound to be forgotten. So, taking a look at the first forgotten piece of FNAF merch we have, I hate you. This is the disgusting NECA Freddy Fazbear ugly head pillow. This was made by the company NECA, and it's just, oh my goodness, it is absolutely disgusting. I don't even know why this was created. His ears are wrong, his color's wrong, his eyes are absolutely disgusting looking, with weird little eyes, his eyebrows are way too big, he looks like he doesn't care. I'm not sure why his mouth looks like this. It's so weird being sectioned into two parts with no teeth either. He looks so ugly. I think his eyes are too tiny, his hat is weirdly flat. It's just his head. I'm not sure who else would ever buy this. And now you might say, oh, Puggo, I remember this. Well, you remember it because I've shown him off in a lot of my videos. But if I never featured this guy in any of my Five Nights at Freddy's videos, I don't think a single one of you would ever remember he exists because he's so ugly, nobody has him in his collection, and he's absolutely disgusting. I can't stand him. He's so disgusting. Ugh, we have to go destroy him right now. I hate you so much, fat and ugly, stupid NECA Freddy Fazbear pillow. Enjoy the fall from down here. I hope you break your neck. Ugh. See you later. Let's go take a look at the next most forgotten FNAF merch. Giveaway time. Before we move on to the next item, I thought it would be hilarious if I also give away a super ugly Freddy Fazbear head pillow. So you guys can do anything you want with this. I know nobody owns this, so I thought it would be super funny to give away. So one of you lucky people will own your very own super ugly Freddy Fazbear head. You can do anything to it. You can burn it, you can drown it, you can cut it up, you can love it, you can kiss him on the lips. Mwah. So how do you win him completely for free? The classic Puggo fans know. If you're a real Puggo fan, let me know in the comments. All you gotta do is like the video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment saying you finished all 3 steps and what you're going to do to super ugly Freddy. You can do anything you want to him. I don't care. He's literally free and I'm giving him to you. So let's go check out the next forgotten item. Next up for most forgotten FNAF merch is this exclusive Foxy fake pin. Even though this is brand new and just came out, I've seen a total of 0 people even talk about its existence. 0 people talking about this even know it exists. So let's just open it up and see why it's honestly forgotten. So what even is this and why has it even been forgotten? Well, you guys know about the Five Nights at Freddy's fake pins. They're little massive pins of super accurate versions of the Five Nights at Freddy's characters. And this is a retail exclusive to plastic Empire Collectables, with only 500 ever made. Now, why is, first of all, it a exclusive, and why does nobody care about it? Well, if you can tell, they pulled a Funko route. Basically, what they did is they took classic Foxy, and now he glows in the dark. Woo! He glows in the dark. How cool is that? That's the entire thing. That is why he is exclusive. Let's charge him up and take him in the dark and see if this glowing is worth buying an entire another pin. Let's go check it out. So I'm in a dark space now, and I gotta be honest, this Foxy glows really cool. I was not expecting him to glow this well, but as you can tell, he's extremely bright. He looks like stained glass, which I think is absolutely awesome. I mean, just look at all the details on him. Very impressive and very cool. I thought he would be super lame, like the original Funko action figure. But this glow-in-the-dark Foxy's absolutely awesome. So, I have to say, maybe he doesn't deserve to be forgotten. Let's go to the little title card thing and put my rating into there. Next up for most forgotten FNAF merch is, the Five Nights at Freddy's Hero World figures. Let's take a closer look at them and see if they deserve to be forgotten. So, checking out the FNAF Hero World figures, I know they're not the most forgotten FNAF merch in this video, but the thing is, I don't see anyone who owns these today. So please let me know down in the comments if you actually own these figures. And what even are the Hero World figures, in case you don't know? Basically, they were Funko's version of trying to make stylized little vinyl figures, I guess, of a ton of different franchises, which included Five Nights at Freddy's. And there's some very weird design choices, which I think why everyone forgot them, just because they're so ugly. Their legs are extremely long. Look at these Freddy Fazbear legs. They're disgusting. They have really tiny heads and really tiny bodies, really long arms, and really long legs. You can see the legs are absolutely disgusting. His feet is bigger than his head. His head just has really awful designs, looking like some sort of pug. A really tiny body and giant grabby hands, which look super ugly. Bonnie's head looks like a mushroom or something with giant arms and really giant legs. Why did they make make the legs so big, they also gave all of them these really obnoxious, massive black stands, which are just honestly super annoying. Bonnie, he looks really bad. Though one of the best looking ones, Chica, probably because she's 2 different colors in her legs. Her toes are really fat for some reason. Again, really tiny Bonnie. The head's not bad. And Mr. Cupcake, which is kind of cute. Foxy also looks a lot better because, you know, 2 different colored legs. The metallic legs, you can tell they look really big and really massive just because Foxy's legs are not this massive. Foxy's legs are always super thin and tiny. It's so ugly. Why would they make these? I don't understand why. They're disgusting. And not only this, right, there's the Springtrap one. These came all in a giant 5-pack. Here's Springtrap. Why does he look like that? Why does he look like someone bonked him in the head and now he can't even see straight? Ugh, absolutely disgusting. I mean, the withering on him is alright. It's not even accurate. This is not even accurate withering. So, these were gone, 1, because they're ugly, 2, because they were expensive. It was like $30 for the 5-pack of these figures, and 3, because Funko tried to make so many of them. On top of this, they made a pack of glow-in-the-dark Freddy, glow-in-the-dark Foxy, and a Mangle and a Phantom. They made like Nightmare Freddy and Nightmare Foxy, and then they made a series 2 with all the sister location figures: Yendo, Funtime Foxy, Mangle, and Phantom Foxy, which are just absolutely disgusting. And then thankfully they stopped making these figures, which are just absolutely awful. So let's go see if they really deserve to be forgotten. The next most forgotten 5 Nights at Freddy's item is not the normal Pezzes. I mean, the normal Pezzes are already kind of forgotten, but the super dumb exclusive Christmas variant. Now, this is Candy Cane Foxy Christmas variant, and not only that, it is a limited edition. There is only 1,500 of these that exist, and I have to ask, why? Why would anyone want this? I bought this because it was like $8 and I saw that it was, ooh, limited edition. Oh wow, limited edition. It's so ugly. It's just the normal Foxy, except now he's the Candy Cane Foxy. And they did this for all of them. They made Christmas Freddy, Christmas Bonnie, Christmas Chica, and Christmas Foxy, all limited to 1,500. And I have no idea why this exists. And again, I've seen absolutely 0 people talk about this. I've seen nobody own this item. I've seen nobody post photos of this item. I've seen nobody talk about this item. I've seen no one say, oh, I really want this item. Oh, I really wish I had super limited edition Foxy Pest Dispenser. Oh wow, oh I want him so bad. Oh, he's so cool. No, nobody wants him because it's dumb, it's ugly, it's limited edition for literally no reason, just to make people try to buy it, but nobody's buying it because it's garbage. Ugh, this is absolutely disgusting. Let's see if this one deserves to be forgotten. Next most forgotten merch is the Good Stuff FNAF plushies. And no, not the normal Good Stuff ones. They are these ones. The Sun and Moon Good Stuff plushies. Now, people love the normal FNAF Glamrock Security Breach Good Stuff plushies because they're awesome. They actually have really nice detail for being so cheap. They have really nice embroidery, really nice colors. They look awesome. We are not talking about them. We are talking about these 2 that were released later. And again, I've seen no one talk about them. No one have them in their collections. Absolutely nothing. The Sun and Moon Good Stuff plushies. And what are the issues with these? They are official versions of bootlegs. Bootlegs! Why would they do this? You guys know how I feel about bootlegs. I hate them. What Good Stuff did, which I have no idea what stupid person in charge would think this was ever a good idea. But what they decided to do was they looked at the bootleg version of Sun and the bootleg version of Moon. There are many official versions of Sun and Moon plushies that exist, such as the Funko ones. Funko has made 7 different versions of the Sun and Moon plush, and the U2s. U2s has made so many Sun and Moon plushies, but they looked on Amazon and they found the bootleg version of Sun and the bootleg version of Moon, and they said, oh wow, these designs are awful! They're disgusting. You know what we should do? We should take these horrible designs and make them official. So now, these ugly bootlegs you see on Amazon are somehow official because they decided to take the official Sun and the official Moon and make them look like them. They're even worse than the official versions because the official versions, these little parts were like fabric that would stick out. Now they're just printed on. They're so disgusting. I hate them so much. I don't know why they would ever do this. These plushies weren't even released at the same time. These were released years later than the original, like, Glamrock Security Breach FNAF Good Stuff plushies. So they had so much time to make any possible design to make these look good at all, and they decided to make them the bootleg versions. They just took the unofficial models, and not only that, Scott Cawthon had to approve these. Scott Cawthon had to look at these bootleg models, and he said, oh yeah, oh that's what I want. I want bootleg Moon and bootleg Sun. Let's make those official FNAF plushies. Oh! I cannot stand how they made bootlegs official. I think these are some of the worst 5 Nights at Freddy's plushies in existence. Let's go see if these ones deserve to be forgotten. next most forgotten FNAF merch we have is the 2-inch, very detailed Five Nights at Freddy's Funko figures. Let's take a closer look and see why these ones were forgotten. So the next forgotten merch is actually really sad because I love these so much. And these are the super tiny 2-inch Five Nights at Freddy's little figures. These were made by Funko all the way back in 2016, and basically, they're just smaller versions of all the action figures. So you see, we have little Freddy Fazbear action figure here, we have the little Bonnie action figure here, we have the tiny Springtrap action figure here, but not only that, they made some custom ones, which look so accurate. Look at this! Look at Tiny Balloon Boy. He is 100% game accurate, which I think is incredible. Look at the little balloon sign. His face is perfect. His balloon is perfect. And they made them in 2 different packs. You can see that was one pack right here. That was set 2 of Freddy, Bonnie, Springtrap, and Balloon Boy. And then this is set 1 of Chica, Foxy, Golden Freddy, and Endo. So it looks like 3 existing figures and 1 fun new one. So you can see I still have these sealed all the way back from 2016. You can see by looking at the little thing right here, 2016, Scott Cawthon. So these are years old, right? So you have Tiny Chica, which is just the little version of action figure Chica. You have Tiny Foxy, which is just the tiny version of action figure Foxy. Tiny Golden Freddy, who I think looks incredible being in his position and everything. And a super accurate looking endoskeleton that is a little mini version of the FNAF 2 endoskeleton, which is so accurate. He is such an incredible looking figure. I wish we got a life-size version of him. And the sad thing is that these were forgotten as well. Funko stopped making these tiny versions of their action figure. They went all the way up to the 3rd wave. They even made tiny versions of the Nightmare figures and tiny versions of the Sister Location figures, and then even went back and recolored all of these Wave 1 figures to be recolors of blacklight versions. So there was blacklight versions of all these little 2-inch figures, and then they stopped. We never got tiny figures of any other wave. I would love tiny little figures of Pizzeria Simulator or Security Breach or FNAF VR. They would be so cool, and I would love them so much, and sadly, they've never made them. So let's go see if these guys really deserve to be forgotten. So the next most forgotten Five Nights at Freddy's merch is these extremely rare, completely golden Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. Let's take a quick little look at them and see why these were forgotten. So basically, to quickly explain what these little guys are, is these tiny FNAF figures were part of a Five Nights at Freddy's board game called the Night of Frights board game. You can see right here, it was the Five Nights at Freddy's Funko Night of Frights board game. Oh wow, how cool is that? Dooba-dooba-dooba-doo. Right? And at a special convention, I have no idea what or where, but to promote this brand new game, their brand new board game coming out, they just took the exact same figures and now they're gold. And I've never seen anyone with these figures either. I'm one of the only people to have these figures because wanna know why? Why do you want these? These little Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, they're kind of cute. They're alright. They're cute little figures. Why would you want them in solid gold? They don't even have details on them. They're literally just dipped in gold and they say, yeah, that's the figures. They're really lame. I mean, so like they honestly have really cute designs. The original one, they're so cute and stylized. I really love them. And they're just gold. They're just golden. Why? I have no idea. It's so lame. I don't know why they're gold. I've never seen anyone even speak. No one even knows they exist. These little gold figures. And yeah, that explains what they are. Let's go check out the next most forgotten. These are just lame. Now, sadly, on to some of the most forgotten FNAF merch, which is the McFarland Sets. I know everyone knows what the McFarland Sets are because they're absolutely incredible. There are many LEGO sets of different FNAF locations with extremely detailed FNAF characters that were sold years ago. And while I know everyone knows what McFarland Sets are, I know barely no one owns them anymore just because they're so incredibly rare. The figures sell for a ton, sealed sets sell for even more. The sets themselves are extremely expensive. No one has any money to buy McFarland Sets anymore because they're so expensive, so barely anyone has them, and I think that is extremely sad, and I wish McFarland would just make LEGO sets again, make Five Nights at Freddy's sets again. I miss them so much. McFarland sets were my favorite thing ever. They're so cool. They're absolutely incredible. I mean, just look at the details on this. Look at these sets. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're so cool. And they're gone. They're gone forever. They're never going to be made again. And that's what makes me so sad. Over time, these will become more and more forgotten just because nobody has them anymore. And I think they're incredible. I love the McFarland sets so much. They're some of the best pieces of FNAF merch ever made. And they're just going to become more forgotten as McFarland will never have the Five Nights at Freddy's license again to make Five Nights at Freddy's sets. So sadly, as much as I miss the McFarland sets, let's go check out the most forgotten piece of FNAF merch that I bet if I haven't posted it in a video, none of you would ever know it exists. And for the very final, sadly most forgotten FNAF item that if I didn't buy this, nobody would ever know it exists. This is the one in the world Candy Cadet prototype plush. This plush was never officially released. There is no other versions of it. I basically have the only ever massive. He is absolutely giant. I mean, just look at him compared to some of these other Five Nights at Freddy's plushies. I mean, he is absolutely massive, just so big. This is the only one in the entire world, and if I never bought this prototype Candy Cadet and never made videos on him, I don't think a single one of you would know that this absolutely incredible plushie exists because he's so beautiful. I'm the biggest Candy Cadet fan in the world. You guys know how much I love Candy Cadet, and I mean, oh my goodness, just like how incredible he is. Mwah, mwah. Oh, let's check his tag. Oh, look at that. Oh, sample only. Wow. How sexy is that? Look at this giant, beautiful Candy Cadet. But let's compare him to Shadow Freddy. Oh, Shadow Freddy. Look, he's so massive. Oh my goodness, he's just absolutely towering over. He is so much better than the official Funko Candy Cadet too, because he has so much more detail. He looks so much more accurate. I mean, look at these arms, the wheels, the candy dispensers, the little lights on him. He is nearly 100% accurate Candy Cadet. He's absolutely beautiful. So please let me know if you guys remembered any of these forgotten FNAF merch in this video, and what merch you think deserves to be forgotten, and what merch you think should possibly be brought back. I definitely think the McFarland Sets and those 2-inch figures need to be brought back, as they don't deserve to be forgotten. And everything else, maybe we could just forget about it. So, Candy Cadet's absolutely awesome. Don't forget to finish all 3 steps to win your very own super ugly Freddy head that you guys can do anything you want with. And I will see you all later. Goodbye!